Hello and welcome to the Reflection Show with me, Martha Anabila. A lot of young people want to be empowered. Unfortunately, we focus on certain sectors and leave certain sectors out. Technology, we haven't really focused on that so much. Why? Because we think that everybody knows about technology or everybody wants to be involved in technology. But I think that there is more to that. Today, I'll be speaking with personnel from Data Systems Ghana here in Tamale, who are everything IT. Later on, they'll be telling us about what they do and how you can get in touch with them, especially for their services. They have very great services. And of course, their latest service to us was at the Youth Empowerment Summit, where they were there to take data of everybody that attended the event. So wherever you are in Ghana and you have an event and you want someone to come and take electronic data, that's writing is like before stop out. But they have to come and take electronic data that you can even send messages to your participants before and even after the event. Let's go for a break. When we are back, we start the conversation. Do stay tuned.
Books by Pastor A.L. Fant. They are inspired by the Holy Spirit, simple to comprehend, relevant in application, and so lovely to read. Grab copies like Dynamics of Kingdom Influence, Dynamics of Ministry, Marcus King for Church Workers, Money Matters, and she calls herself a woman. This marriage must work. No more curses. Loaded mouth. Secrets of kingdom dominion. The exploits of service. Things fall apart. Church without bleeding pulpit. Singles mingle and many more.
Welcome back from the break. I'll be speaking with Mr. Ibrahim Sharif and Mr. Ahmed Salim. They are all from Data Systems Ghana here in Tamale. Data System. I remember the first day I heard the name, I was like, okay, how did you book out the name? So let me start with you. What is Data Systems all about?
Thank you very much, Ms. Martha, for hosting us. It's an honor to be here. Uh, I'm Ibrahim Sharif, a project lead in Data Systems. So, Data Systems Ghana Limited is a company that is made up of the young professional, the youth, let me put it that way, because we're all, I think, either middle or late 20s. Yeah, 30 or late 20s. So we still classify as youth. So basically, data systems came into function when we realized that we all had different skills altogether. But we felt like it is too obvious if I have a skills that you don't have, certainly you will have one that I don't. So we decided that we should come together, partner together one umbrella
Great.
to be able to execute the skills. So basically, when you walk into data systems, you will meet young, male,
Energetic and
energetic.
vibrant people.
So basically, that's just all what it is. But aside that, too, data systems is a company that believes so much in the youth and believe in the skills that we have to empower organizations and individuals. So we are more into the cyber, like the IT world. So that's all.
We are complementing each other's strengths and weakness because all of you have your own strengths.
Yep.
That gives you a bigger. Yeah, it's better than now. Everybody wants to be their own CEO. Everybody wants to do their own things. But I see that you're all great minds, amazing personalities that are, and I think that is one thing that a lot of us can learn from data systems team because you all have your unique qualities, but you still want to come together. Now, to the big question for today: empowering the youth with technology.
Yeah.
How can we do that?
So, currently in Ghana, it is difficult to get jobs, and people think if you don't have certificates, you can't get a job. But what we are trying to do is empower the youth through training in IT. With if you have the skill in IT in any form, whether it's data and analysis, is cyber security, is programming or graphic design. With any skill that you have, you can be employed even remotely. So what we do at Data Systems is we give the training to your youth, and we are coming out with a program where we train youth, brilliant but needy students who also want to be involved in tech.
Okay.
We look for these students, then we give them the opportunity, we train them.
Free training.
Free training,
Okay.
yeah. But we're still coming up with this program, but that is what we are trying to do for now. We give them the skill so that students will not be loitering around after SHS or JHS or even uni. So we give them the skill so they can apply for jobs online or through it. Even from Data Systems, we can decide to give them internship and help them get jobs in the longer run. So this is what we do.
Okay.
Can I add up?
come in.
All right. So with what Mr. Salim is, just to add up, basically the skills that we try to mentor in here is just basically a lot of youths spend so much time using, sorry, not to say TikTok or the social media like platforms are not good. They are. But basically, if you look at our terrain or the country that we found ourselves, Ghana to be precise, our mode of education, that is like 10 years, 15, 20 years back the line, we all went through the traditional education,
Education.
whereby after JHS, you have to go to secondary school,
University or
secondary.
tertiary, yeah.
That is, if you look at it, that is not the way to go. And I think a lot of or we are now beginning to appreciate the fact that that is not the way to go. So now, what is the way to go? The way to go now is basically you acquiring the skills in tech. You don't even need, you don't even need, if you have the skills, you don't even need government or anybody to employ you. You can be self-employed because if you have graphic design, if you can do this
and
video,
that is the edge now.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
everything we do now is on that. And
Yeah.
I think that for every organization to even be in the limelight, for me, I keep saying that without technology, without media, Martha Inspires Foundation will not be known anywhere.
Yeah.
Because the media projects the TV
See,
show, the
that's
media
true.
projects the event, flyers are
Absolutely.
usually everywhere. And I think that is really a very good component.
yes.
So Data Systems, you spoke about giving free training. How does one enroll in this training?
So, like I said earlier, we're still putting up, we need sponsors for that. So, definitely, we are still looking out for places where we can get sponsorship. Then we give this opportunity to the brilliant but needy students. So, I'll use this opportunity to also talk to big names out there. If they can help support us in any way, they should come in and help us. We have a whole training center at the Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium. It's big enough, we can contain a good number of students. So we're still coming up. We'll communicate with you maybe so they
Yeah.
can tell the audience again
That's fine.
when the whole process is ready. But like I said, we are still looking for sponsorship for that.
Okay, now I want us to go into the main focus on empowering.
Yeah.
Is it just bringing them to learn IT? I think that people should actually even understand the importance of IT
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
We don't understand. I remember there was few times that some of my siblings wanted to do after senior high school. They wanted to just go and do IT,
Yeah.
and even at first when we heard of an IPMC.
Yeah.
They only make people go and do that course when you're waiting for your results.
Results, yeah.
So that after that you now leave it and now go to
Go
the
to-
university.
yeah.
But now I think they have they have like, and I remember for some of us, you were like, okay, after NS, I'll just go and do like 3 months
Months
course,
course, yeah.
6 months course, whilst awaiting my results. And it's like that wasn't really the focus. It was just to
keep
while
you
I wait
busy,
time
yeah,
to
yeah.
keep me busy. What has changed in that?
Anyway, Martha, I love this angle that you're bringing this conversation into. You see, the problem when I was growing up, the problem that problem still exists, that parents do have, is that we don't really allow our wards to make the decisions or to choose what they really want to in growing up. So basically, if you look at it from this particular angle, I want to twist it a little bit. For instance, most of us growing up, when we saw our peers going to vocational institution, then we have it in our mindset that the person has gotten double digits.
Yeah.
So they deserve that place. But if from where I sit now and going back up, I would have wished to go into vocational.
Yeah, I keep saying
Yeah.
that if I had to go back to senior high school, I would do home economics straight.
You see, because it is the skills that we're supposed to be given growing up. And I remember in your summit,
Yeah.
one of your speakers, she lamented on it, and I was so like, I was very happy. And I got another. There was a teacher who came to us. He was so passionate about how politicians or leaders have spoiled the education, and it's true. These are the true things that we can't run away from. Now, back to your question. If IT, what is IT? IT is all about skills. Growing up, we all heard of the big names and all that. Even right now, the universities, what they do is they empower the youth, all right, but it is too academia. It is abstract. You and I don't need abstract.
I saw a short
It
video
is-
of a teacher like, what is a mouse? What is a mouse? And it was like, a mouse is a what that true computer cable. And the teacher was caning this child, and the child was crying.
That's
And
wrong.
I'm like,
That's wrong.
this is a child who have never even seen a mouse.
Mouse before,
You
yeah.
only get to the classroom and you draw the
Right.
computer and draw the mouse and draw the experience you are expecting me to chew. And what must we do?
Now, what must be? We have to just change the narrative. You see, the issue is that human beings in general, we are so afraid of change. And I always say it when given opportunity. My late dad used to say that when you apply on a particular road, instantaneously you realize that this road that I'm on is moving me nowhere. This is a wrong road. The best decision that we make is for you to
Yeah,
turn around.
turn back.
So basically, that's what we need to do. And I always say that let's not be so self-centered. If that opportunity you think you have missed it, what happens to your nephews, your kids, and So what needs to be changed is we need to just change our mindset that it's not over, it's not late. We can still make it. And IT or tech in general, I mean, it's related to all industries. Basically, it's that way. Even if you're doing marketing, you still need to be very good to have the skills, some of the skills. I keep on using the word skills because I don't want us to have the mindset that if someone tries to go back to do IT, the person has to start all over to do it in an abstract way. No, if you find yourself where the tuition or the teaching is theory, just move out. Because it's supposed to be given to you practically, like it should be demonstrated to you practically. That is the only way we can turn things around. Because now, I was following one particular story down the line. My last job that I left before, it was a corporate environment. And the last summit that I had an opportunity that a friend from a corporate environment, invited me to a program. It was made up of HRs. And those, the developed country HRs, it was a summit. So what they were saying is that now they are moving away from the certifications now to what can you do? Prove. The proof is all about the skills. So basically, it will come to a time that you have all the PhD, all your certificate choking your throat,
Doctor.
whatever, and
Still
you
have
can't do anything because it's the skills that will be able to, determine your position or where they should place you. Because a whole lot of companies are losing value for money because they employ people with big certificate. They come and then they realize that
You can't do anything.
no. So
Is IT difficult?
No, I wouldn't say IT is difficult, and also
Sometimes some of your terms I don't understand. My production
Yeah.
team, they'll be talking and saying things, I'm with them, but I don't understand anything.
Yeah,
they are
we
saying.
get that a lot, but it depends on the field you are going.
Okay.
So if you are going into tech, you need to know what you want to do. It's a vast land, so you have to be sure where you want to be, whether you want to be in cybersecurity or you want to be in a graphic design or whatever. So you pick a place, then you go in there, learn it, and trust me, if you're focused, you won't find it difficult at
So
all.
let's take it step by step. The
Yeah.
cybersecurity are those who like hack things.
I like the word hack. So we wouldn't say hack. In hacking, in the cybersecurity world, there's black hats and there's white hats. So if we are teaching cybersecurity, we are teaching you to counter-attack the black hats.
That what actually mean, like
So-
being able to safeguard gadgets.
Good. So we are in a digital world,
Yeah.
right? So all our data is up there in the internet. So what do you do to protect the data? So before you can catch a thief, you need to think like a thief. So you need to learn how do these hackers get into the system? Then you can protect the system. So this is where you see somebody's computer. You see a lot of words and numbers you seem not to understand, but they actually make a lot of sense. You'll be there.
Sometimes Friday, I thought one the screen will be like it's scratches.
Yes, you
But
see the
that's
whole
their
screen.
work.
That is what they do, and it makes a lot of sense to tech
You
bros.
people,
Yes, when you see it, you know what this is about. So you might think, oh, there are no graphics in it, no pictures, so this is just nothing. Oh, I'm not interested in that. But trust me, when you sit with a tech bro, someone with a cybersecurity skills, then the person is working. You pay attention to it, you will like it. You know that the internet is not all about pictures and TikToking and it's
Facebook and
no.
stuff like this
There's
and
more
stuff,
to it.
yeah.
So the more you scroll on the internet with Facebook, they all have your data. But how do we protect this data? When you're signing up, you put in your phone number, so somebody can get access to that. But how do I protect this thing? So that is where the white hats comes in. That is where the cybersecurity agents come in. I don't want to call them hackers. I say that they are agents. So that is where they come in to protect your data. So, and this is not, you don't have to be a Bill Gates or to do that. No, trust me, we have people in Tamale here, in data systems actually, who have become the #1 in the world in the hacking
Wow.
competition.
Wow.
So why don't you want this? Come in with data systems. We teach you this. Trust me, you'll be one of the best in the world.
In addition, we try to inspire, especially the young child,
Yeah.
in that cyber space.
Yeah.
From our research, though even in Tamale, the gap is wide generally, but the girl child is just too bad. So basically, like you rightly said, we are trying to empower the girl child as well. We encourage the girl child as well, and any other person or any other gender that is interested. But if you come to when it comes to hacking, what makes hacking so beautiful is that the same skills that the white hacker or the black hacker, the criminal has, is the same skill the white or the good guy has.
So they are fighting.
So
in the
it's the
computer.
intention.
Okay.
Now it is like two double swords. What you decide to use
Use the
it
skill.
matters in here. Someone like you who inspires the you, when you have a knife, to slice apples and share among
Yeah.
the good people around you, or even those that even hate you, because you are inspired to do good. So that's the good intention in here. A bad person with the same knife would think of what? Hurting the same you. So hacking is an elite, is a big profession. So when you walk to data systems, what we do is that whatever that we're going to teach you is the real stuff.
Yeah.
Because we hook you up with our partner that I will use this opportunity. That's Black Cyber Security Association. Because of our consistency in always throwing challenges. So we have won several awards with Black Cyber Security. And now they are our partners.
Oh, nice.
So we are in the US and we are still trying to make things happen. So basically, when you come, we have live devices. So we put you onto live devices for you to hack. They have created it for us to use it to play. So you can see how the practicals, the skills that we're trying to. So it's not like you come and then you just get abstract. No, you get it in deep practicals. And we try to tell our students it's for educational purpose.
Okay.
So you don't
They shouldn't learn the hacking and start hacking people's
yes.
things.
And like I always say, everyone is a hacker. Do you know you're a hacker?
Show me.
Should I just give you a scenario? Assuming, let's just put you want to have information about your cameraman. Probably you'll be told that, oh, there's one good producer or a sound man, a cameraman, very good, and you only don't. Maybe you've just heard of the name, and you or probably the number, probably, Now you want to know more about him. What will you do? Sometimes you just go to Facebook, is that not it? And you start searching for the
But
person.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Ah.
And it's called social gathering. You're gathering information about. So that makes you a hacker.
Oh, okay.
But you,
I didn't know I was a hacker. I thought the one that they will hack and remove money from the bank.
what is the
and do
deeper?
that one and do that one.
Deeper.
That is deep.
Like to men, we understand when you see a girl and you are so interested, you want
You're
to know more.
hacking.
So you go and be tapping information from the friends.
Oh,
That
some people have been hacking without knowing they've been hacking.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Nice.
That information, yeah,
Some people have been hacking. Okay. So my brothers out there, you've been hacking. You didn't know you've been hacking. Anyways, it's getting so interesting here. Let's go for a break. We'll be right back.
Books by Pastor A.L. Fant. They are inspired by the Holy Spirit, simple to comprehend, relevant in application, and so lovely to read. Grab copies like Dynamics of Kingdom Influence, Dynamics of Ministry, Mark is King for Church Workers, Money Matters, and she calls herself a woman. This marriage must work. No more curses. Loaded mouth. Secrets of kingdom dominion. The exploits of service. Things fall apart. Church without bleeding pulpit. Singles mingle and many more.
Welcome back from the break. I think that today, I've also learned that I'm a hacker. I didn't know when I was there accusing people that these people are hackers, And my brothers out there, those of you have been coming to be asking, oh, this girl, what do you... So you've been trying to use me as a hacker to ask my friends. So I think that we all need to understand that the internet is a safe space.
Yeah.
You should make the better use of it. Social media is out there, like they said earlier on. You have to use it for the right things and the right purposes.
Exactly.
It's not all the time that it's funny video. And it's like now everybody wants to be a star.
Yeah.
Everybody gets up and starts insulting. And I mention somebody's name and we insult. And the person will also do another. So sometimes I'm like, either they have planned a thing or what?
Okay. You see, I always say,
think some plan just for the fame.
Yeah, some plan for the
And
fame.
show
but you see, it's hurting. It's very disheartening. Seriously,
if they do some of me, I'll just cry about it.
But the surprising thing, I was having a chat with a friend in China, and he was saying that honestly, this prank things we see, funny videos, they don't see it in China. You know, TikTok is created by the Chinese people, right? So they send us the algorithm that will make us look, sorry to use the word, stupid, quote and unquote. But if you go to China, they rather use skills. Like when you go to TikTok, you see martial arts, you see somebody selling like the algorithm in you can't use it to do any stupid thing over there, and it's regulated by law. You can't. So they put in educational purpose, and then they push the remaining of us, the algorithm that allow us to do stupid things.
I think
or foolish things in all.
From Chinese or what about traffic lights, like those who don't want to stop. By the time you get and it's red, so they were showing, I think, in the next how many years of the world,
What
these
they
are
can
things
do.
they want to create.
Yeah.
So if you're in the traffic and it's up, like Tamado, destroy a lot of cars and motorbikes.
Yeah, they destroy your car, they pick your car back. Yeah, I saw that
Yes,
video.
they will pick your car back, or if you are pressing your phone, you have to coordinate. If someone hits your leg, then you have to stop.
That is.
Then these are all educational and technology. And
Yeah.
I was like, woo, what will happen in the next two? Sometimes I imagine the kind of phones we'll be using in the next 10, 20 years. Because, like, just like 10 years ago, we didn't have touch and
Yeah. It wasn't that, even the smartphones.
Smartphones were not there. It was
like,
just
no.
this one. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now
not,
we
yeah.
have, I know iPhone 14 is coming out
Yeah,
soon.
in fact, it's out already. It's on
It's-
pre-order.
It's on pre-order.
Yeah, you can order for your iPhone 14,
Hey,
14
iPhone,
Pro
you
Max.
put just something small they will just add on top.
That is
count.
it.
When they reach iPhone 20, by that time we can get the money and
So,
buy
so
everything.
that is the money in tech too.
Okay.
So you can have a whole lot of ideas, but you'll be picking one after the other, one after
it's
the
like
other.
every year they release a
Yes,
phone.
and they'll just make some small changes in it. Then you come and buy. That is it. They
It's a
make money.
prestige. I have this phone.
Sometimes it's not just that. Some of us, you look at the system that it is embedded with, then you can go in for it. If I don't see any good thing in it, the software that it carries, I don't think I should be going in for it.
So depending on your job,
yeah,
I think that's good. If an IT person and you're even spending over 15,000 to buy a phone, you can just sit even in a church and do your work. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes we spend more on computers than that.
Yes.
Yeah, we spend more on computers. You go for Razer Blades and other machines, stronger machines.
I got a computer. I didn't buy. I was given a computer as a gift, and I was happy that this computer is for our editing of our videos. I was just happy that we got a laptop. I bought it and said we can use it. I'm like, it's laptop, not laptop.
Exactly.
But I think that there are different
yeah.
things, and I was happy. I saw we have a new laptop.
It comes with a lot of different software. So if you are buying a machine and you look at the system and it's not good for you.
The kind of phone I'm waiting for is a phone you can just order food and the food just come out from the phone.
I think that will be in the next life. But anything is possible though. But that one is practically no. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
You can just take our food from the phone. No, not possible.
Okay. Technology. Let me come back to that as well. Do you think that we are using technology the right way as young people? If we have to empower ourselves, are we using it the right way?
No. I know. I remember in your summit, let me refresh
Joe Jackson.
Jackson. You remember the pledge? You remember the pledge?
Yeah.
Yes. So we absolutely not. We are not. So basically, it's because maybe the guide, we are not being guided.
Yeah.
So, and that even brings my mind to something. You see, we have now teenagers or the youths, a lot of them holding on to sophisticated phones, very powerful phones and all
at
that.
my summit, most of the students were holding phones I don't have.
You see it.
What do they use it for?
Now this is the funniest of all. Now you have something that can destroy your life, but you don't even care to protect it or how to use it. Some of these things are they are the questions every adult or every parent should be asking, and how they can try to make the next generations their lives very easy. We could boast of natural resources. We have these natural resources. So right now, I'm not doing politics, but if you do your research, you come to realize that our leaders have already they've sold it ahead of time. So what are we leaving for our young? Look at the likes of Japan, Korea. They don't even have half of our resources, but they are using technology to drive their economy.
Yeah.
When I become the president,
we pray. Trust me, everything is possible, and I will remember that this day that
yeah. So how do parents monitor their children who use the internet?
You can. It depends on if you say children, maybe underage. So there's
18 and below.
18 and below. So if you are giving them a machine, you can give it to someone to install only kids program in it, and limit even on the internet on your device. If you have free internet at home or internet service at home, you can limit the websites they can visit. Because these days you'll be shocked that I saw a video recently where a kid was able to hide pornographic content in a machine. With the way the kid did it, you'll be surprised, but the dad was able to find out. So these are the things you need to be.
Your dad was an IT person.
Exactly.
If not,
so the kid was trying to be so smart. The kid would create files in places where files are not supposed to be created to hide the particular pornographic content.
How old was he?
I think 11 or 12. But the dad was able to find out. So I'm saying that
Hey,
internet,
to marry an IT person.
internet is IT is good,
Yeah.
but we need to guide the youth on how to use it. The youth, they need to use it for proper reasons, not just viewing videos and you tell your kids to go to YouTube and watch stuff. No, there are some other things they can do.
Yeah, YouTube for kids as well.
Yeah, I know, but how many kids know?
How
How many parents do?
know?
No, not so many parents do.
And it's the same content that we all watch. I usually give this illustration. I went to a family, I traveled, so I was staying with a family for some time. And there used to be this popular telenovela on TV. And the kids, I was on my phone, but the kids were just after news.
Yeah.
And the show just came in. Then at a point, they were like, Daddy, the show has started. Then the father was like, okay, I'm coming. So about some 10-15 minutes, the father now came to join the show. It was like, what happened? And the child was like mentioning the names of the characters and explaining.
Yeah.
And they were kissing and smooching episodes in there. And I'm like, and I'm like, oh, they've been watching the show. They watch it together with. I was like, oh my goodness. But you see, that's not the time I'm going to inspire them. They are parents, so I just have to just be like, oh no, because I think that you shouldn't watch the same content with your kids. It also depends.
Yeah.
You can watch news with them. You can watch cartoons with them. I think I met a couple that said that they watch their Netflix and movies they want to watch in their bedroom.
Yeah.
But that is them. There are some other family who just have maybe a TV in the hall for everybody.
For everybody.
But if you have a TV in the hall and you have a TV in your bedroom, then you can watch your movies in your bedroom.
Yeah.
But in a case, it's not like that. What happens? What should parents do? What are some of the things that parents should notice to make sure that they are not, let me say, making available, inappropriate content for their children?
So, like I said earlier, with internet router, you can reduce the content where kids are. You can go to. So, or you can also monitor when maybe after work when you can go to the history of every this thing that you're on the computer. You can go to the history. You see what the kids have been doing. You can monitor that. You see, the internet doesn't it doesn't forget. No matter how hard you try, there's still something you find it before you even search for a matter. Somebody has searched for matter before.
Oh, we're trying to create our Instagram. We did our Instagram page long time. I'm not active on Instagram myself. So then we went and I was like, okay, just do it Martha Inspires official. Hey, we saw a lot of. I was like, what is Martha Inspires in this world?
So there's almost everything on the internet. So you just have to guide. You know how to guide the kids. You see, it's the way we bring them up. So let's see, I'm coming out. I just gave birth, and I'm trying to teach my child tech. Then the only thing I do is I go to YouTube and I show you when you want to. You can type this. You can do this. The next minute, the kids are very curious. So the kid is thinking of something. Okay, Daddy said I can just check it up on the internet. Then he go and check. Or he's watching the TV. Then he sees something. He'll go and check. I don't know if you understand. So if the kid is going wayward, you know how you can find out through the history too, or you can just limit it.
So I'm usually careful on what I actually search on YouTube.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time my friend wanted to search something. I was like, "You want?" I said, "No, don't use my phone because if you use my phone to search those things, it comes on my name like I'm the one who searched."
Exactly.
So I'm usually very careful. People who want to use, especially my tablet because it's on an official tablet.
Yeah.
People want to use and search for things, and I think that it doesn't go away.
Yeah, it's
There
there.
are times I go and I see, I was like, who searched for this? Who searched for this? And I'm like, no. So sometimes I try in my way to just edit or just delete some of them out.
There's one funny thing to this particular parenting and all that. When it comes to the usage of YouTube and likes. So you see, this is what happens. If you want to, you have to be very strict as a parent, and the children or the kids are very smart.
Very.
A lot of the kids sometimes teaches, for example, like in my, I have my nieces and nephews. Sometimes they teach their moms how to use their own phones. Can you imagine your own son or daughter is teaching you how to use your own phone?
Some of them cannot even down nothing. They can't
Now,
even do anything.
look, the child or your son is already ahead of you.
Yeah.
So what?
Can't monitor anything.
Sometimes parents, I don't know if down south is a little bit somehow different parents are so much mindful of what their kids,
Do.
but I don't really know for up north here. But then what I'm trying to say is that what parents can do is like they can walk into organizations like ours or meet individual personals like Ahmed Salim is saying. When you meet us, what we can do, for instance, if you have your son and you want to give your son maybe a special birthday, being it a Mac or let me just bring it to Windows. Basically, on Windows settings, we can set up a policy. That policy in the system will allow the child to have utilized softwares or programs, just like what Mr. Salim said. All the programs that is only the softwares that we have installed will enforce that policy. That when a child with this name log on to this particular PC, these are the
Only things you can see.
icons he should see.
Wow.
Yes. When you do that and you give it out to the child cannot watch any pornographic because it has been programmed. It has been programmed. But if you just feel it's good to give your son or daughter a
And
gift.
I think that, you see, this is the problem. I keep saying this, that we went through a lot of stuff we wish we didn't go through when we were young.
Yeah.
And we don't want our children to go through that. But it's like, if we are not careful, we're going to get into a situation whereby we have to come back to this. Because we didn't have phones. We want to give our children all the phones.
Yeah.
We didn't have clothing. We want to give our children all the clothes.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of privileges. We want to give it to them. In as much as we wish we had certain privileges, but I think that we are really going overboard. So I think I want you to say that again about the fact that parents can bring their phones for what? I mean, their laptops for programming.
And phones as well.
Yeah.
And phones as well.
Yeah.
Would it be that particular device or?
Yeah, it's going to be that particular device where you can, with Android, it is there. I think Samsung is on every phone. It's already pre-installed where you can just change the setting to kids only. So even on the internet, the kids, if it's trying to search for something, they will ask for parents' help. So if your child is bringing in something, you need to take a look at it. Oh, Daddy, I need you to unlock so that I can search for something. Now you have to see what your child is trying to unlock. That is one. With iOS, even if there's a different tablet, you link your iCloud to the other device. So if the kid is trying to search for something to download, they give you a notice. Your kid is trying to download this. Should you allow it? If you say yes, then they allow. If they no, it won't. So this is what we are saying. It's very possible. And with
I actually
machines,
wish parents will have that time, because imagine you're in a meeting and your child is trying to download something.
some do. Some do actually. So if the child is trying to download and you've not responded yet, it is pending there till you respond. When you say no, they ask the child to see the parents. I don't know if you understand. So it works, and it works perfectly. I've used this device several times. I've installed it to some other couple of friends too, and they use it, and it works perfectly. And with machines too, it's possible. If you think you can't do it, Data Systems is available, will be able to help you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, with the issue of social media,
Yeah.
WhatsApp, let me come to Facebook. Somebody will just say, "Oh, I'm giving you a code." That it means that they're trying to actually reset your password.
Yep. They're trying
So
to
they
hack
try
it.
to make you know that they have forgotten their password, right?
No, actually, there's something that we call phishing.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the word phishing?
Not for the first word I've heard, but the context of
The
it
same,
is
it's the same, it's the same.
Ah.
You see, it's just like a fisherman going to the sea to fish.
Yeah.
What do you fish with? A bait, right? You put a bait, live bait, you throw it, the fish sees food, tries to goggle it, then the hook. Exactly, that's just, you see, there's one thing about the story of Facebook that people actually do forget. Those who know do forget, and a lot of people don't know. Now, this is what happened. Mark Zuckerberg and the likes, they were hackers. Have you done a research about Facebook? They were pure hackers. Then they came out with Facebook. Now, to a whole lot, because business, they have forgotten certain privacy that they need to tight just to make things very flexible. Now, this is the point. Someone who wants to get into your device definitely will know that Martha all the time holds on to her what? Phone.
Phone, yeah.
Definitely there will be an application. She might link it up, the Facebook on it. And Facebook is the easiest way you can fish. So you just go out there, go through Mata, send Mata, trying to, there's like there are tools. What we do sometimes is that we create that phishing link. Sometimes you can be in a group, then they'll just post in a link and then they carve it. I don't know whether you've heard something like Nestle is celebrating 80th anniversary, blah blah blah. Click,
Yeah.
you see those things. Those are all phishing links. How they manage to do it is another subject matter. Very easy to do. It's not difficult to do. They have to get the image of the company and then
there was a
they throw
time,
it.
one thing that even got me. So I think it's just once I've done it because I got that from a very top, like there's some friends that you really have some trust. Whatever
yeah.
they post, you want. So it was like, oh, like those ones. I think they'll tell you that send it to how many friends before. And I'm like, if you want to give me something, let me get that thing before I can now tell my friend.
An opportunity to explore the others.
Well, there's something that we call in the hacking world rats. Some will say remote access to, others will say remote access Trojan. Depending on it all means the same thing. Are you a fan of like someone who listens to music a lot?
Gospel, yes.
Yes. When you do like
And it's
listen to music, or perhaps you go like to have your bath, then you go in with your phone. You do that?
A lot.
Can you please stop it?
Hey,
Yes.
wait, oh. I listen to music
It's
in the washroom
dangerous.
every day.
It's dangerous.
So
your
I'm
nudes
doing
can just be out.
So I actually mostly log on to YouTube and be watching the videos while
Just stop it. Even if it is an iPad, whatever it is, please stop it.
If you can put the phone somewhere else where
Please explain that. Let's go for a break. Let me digest this. Wait there, what a shock, because I practically have my phone with me every time in the washroom.
yeah.
Like either I'm working, I'm WhatsApping, because sometimes if I feel like phone too has concern. You be with the phone and nobody will call. Just enter the washroom now, then call starts coming.
Yeah.
So sometimes even in the kitchen, I have my phone on the fridge or somewhere like while I'm cooking. But the washroom one, there's always too much because sometimes I spend like 10-15 minutes in the washroom and I keep playing music. So right now, hey, please, if you're like me today, I've repented, let's stop. You should not have your phone play music while in the washroom.
Even you shouldn't have your phone with you in the washroom or when you're naked. So you see, if you're a target, the person targeting you gets access to your phone, access to your camera. You are not aware. The person is comfortably somewhere looking at you. So the person has access to your speakers, your mic, phone mic, and the camera. Sees everything, but you don't know.
Please, tomorrow I'm coming to the office. Take my phone and change
No,
everything.
it's easy. You can easily check for that. If the phone is compromised, there's a way you can
So
take it
something
out.
happened to me one time. My email, I have 2 official emails.
Yeah.
One of them is like someone tried to use it to register his Facebook account. So when I click on Matter Inspires Foundation link, it is Facebook page that opens. And later on, I got the number and I called. He said that he doesn't also know how it happened. He's even like almost an illiterate. So if he was illiterate, so he said, I changed my password, so it blocked him. So he can't also open his Facebook page. So he said he had to create a new Facebook account.
That's the
So
best.
even though I see, but when Facebook gives me an email, it's his name that come on top, James, instead of Martha.
You can actually
I can
change
change
that.
it tomorrow. I'll come and people will do it for me.
That's fine.
That's no
Wow.
problem.
No, like this washroom, because like Charlie, I do that practically all the time.
It's dangerous. It's really dangerous.
I don't know. I will let me give you this practical example. It's actually out there for you. Like you could go to. Do you remember this? Was it Edward Snowden? This American NASA
Yeah.
who used to work with American NASA and this conflict. He actually leaked a lot of information out. So in that documentary, even when he's going to type his password, he has to use something blanket to cover his and they asked him why. He said, listen, he was once in there following, like they could contract them to follow suspected criminals or even suspected criminals, even diplomats, just to know how they are. So even your laptop is not even powered on. A hacker already set in a rat. The rat is like a worm.
Yeah.
So it's in your system. As and when he wants to view like what he watch your phone. So if you check most hackers, they put something to block the cameras. It's not like they don't enjoy fun. If you really want to live a life, you have to live your life like in the olden days. There's no need smartphones. The best phones are the Nokia 300.
Last week, was it Monday or Tuesday? Someone was. So I'm so shocked how the person did it. So the person used a different number. I don't know how the person got the contact of my friends. And WhatsApp the, oh hi, how are you? And I was like, okay, I'm in need. I need 100 cedis to sort out this thing and what. And luckily, you know, there's a way you and your friends vibe, or even on WhatsApp. Yeah. So they realized it was a bit fishy. And one of them was like, Abamata, you know my house. And the person was like, oh, I thought by now you'd have left home.
Yeah, so
I don't know how. No, for example, I have done the two-step verification on WhatsApp. Yeah. So you can't hack my anything on that one. You can't WhatsApp. Do it.
That's
but he used a different. I tried calling the number. He never picked.
I say you can't. They can't.
Yes.
No, don't.
Hackers.
If you put a chip inside this or this wood, it's hackable. That's like a subject.
Verification.
Forget it.
That is listen. That is the natural way they say it's safe. It's safe because you need a code, but nothing is safe.
So if they know my code,
what I'm saying is that it's good that you have done a two-way authentication because you have mitigated. That's the word for it. You have mitigated that risk. So the person who wants to hack you will have his high skills hacking skills before. And such people will not waste their time and energy, excuse me to say, for individuals or celebrities
they hack corporate,
because for them they have on their table so much to deal with that they don't even, and most of them are the white hackers who try to protect. Even the black hacker who has the same skills will want to even hit bank like World Bank. They want prestige.
So we have like 3 minutes to wrap up on this. And then so the person was WhatsApping people with a different number. And sometimes I wonder, can somebody hack and like find a way to get contacts from your phone?
No, so you see or
the person just knew my friend's number and was
possible.
Them like
the person has to at least do some research before. The person will not just randomly do that. So maybe you've been in the same WhatsApp group before, or maybe the person knows your cycle. It works like that. So if usually people from in the same WhatsApp group, you're in this, they just add you into it, then decide to mute, then you don't care. Someone from there will just pick your number.
I need to be very careful with that kind of WhatsApp. And so I have to actually make a post. Sometimes I don't do that. I have to really make a post on Facebook that you know my numbers, and I kept I said these are my only official numbers. I don't ask money from people like that. And even when I'm broke, I know those are asked for money.
Exactly.
And if it's donations or things, it goes straight into the official account and official things. And I think that really saved me. And as soon as I did that, the person stopped contacting more friends.
Exactly.
I did it for all the WhatsApp groups I belong to, my broadcast, I did that, and I kept on Facebook and everywhere. So I think why are you doing that? I'm not a big man yet. I want to use my name to be doing things.
Okay, you see, the interesting part of hacking is that like you said, you don't know how the person. For instance, you've given your contacts out without anyone asking. You've registered Facebook. They ask of your contact. You
put it there. Find a way to.
Google. We give our information without anybody. So we sold our privacy. That's the beginning step. That's one. Secondly, if I have your contact, what I can do as a hacker, I'm not saying that's what I do or that's what we do, but what a hacker will do is that the hacker will hack into your phone first. Basically, you will not even be aware. You will not
know. To know the contacts that are saved on my phone.
Then I will spoof. That's the word. Spoof. You spoof. That is, I don't know, maybe your producer. I know you have your producer's contact. So now I'm inside your phone. to get his line is not difficult because I give him a text message. What do you think will happen when he receives a text message? It comes with your name, but you didn't send it, and I will let it run like background. You don't even realize that you have sent
A message.
Tomorrow I'm at your office to learn. I'm going to bring my gadget, but inspect it,
Please
check
come.
it, and make sure that it's safe.
We'll be
Your
expecting.
final words in a few seconds. So
I want to say thank you for having us, and I also want to tell your viewers that inspiring the youth through tech is still in process, and we need help. If they can come on board and help us, that would be perfect for us. And thank you again, once again, for having us.
Sorry, if I can. Then basically, I think with what I just said about, there's a code that an individual can use to check if their phone has been tampered.
Yeah.
So that is star, if you put star hash 21 hash.
star
Hash 21 hash.
hash.
Yeah, there are a lot of codes that. So
Please,
some,
if you are watching, take your phone and dial star hash 21 hash.
yes,
Okay.
it will populate if your phone is they make usually when they tap into forward so that they can have sessions and all that.
Okay.
And to my last word is data system is in Tamale trying to
Do you have social media handles they can go
Yeah.
to? Okay.
Yeah, if you type Data Systems Ghana, you see on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram. And our website too is datasystemsghana.com. You get it, yeah, gh.com, yeah.
Okay. So everywhere data systems you are able
Yeah.
to get in. I think your phone numbers are also there.
Yes,
as well.
yes,
So
yes.
follow them. You get to have more of their information, and they're asking for partners and sponsors as well. So get in touch with them, and let's do most of these great IT trainings. I think it's one of our focus areas. Maybe when we get money, we'll come and support. If you don't get money, we'll just use the medium to call more people to reach out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's been amazing reaching you with a reflection show with this episode, and it shouldn't just stay with you. On YouTube, the name is Martha Inspires. You can go through most of our videos and you can share this video with as many young people as possible because there is so much in this. I think one episode is not really enough. Let's get a day and get more education on this. I think most of us need a hack. Let's do the practical one that you are saying.
Yeah.
Then we can have our phone, we can get it projected, and once we are having the discussion,
Yeah, sure, we can.
Then people get to know. I think the more practical one is necessary so that more people can stay safer. So my name is Martha Anabila. Thank you very much for watching. Do have a good night. Hello and welcome to Thoughts from Martha Inspires. I am Martha Anabila. Today I want to share with you on what I have captured. And you have to come out from your comfort zone. Come out from the place that you feel comfortable in because it wouldn't help you. If you want to concentrate on what people are saying, then you won't fulfill purpose. Today I want to plead with you that whatever idea, vision that is in your mind, understand that it will come with challenges, it will come with pain, it will come with issues that you may never be able to solve because you are born for purpose. You are born to be able to understand and fulfill purpose. Please and please, when the going becomes tough, understand that it is just about people and God will give you comfort at the right time. Thank you for watching today's episode on Thought from Martha Inspires. I am Martha Anabila. See you next time.